okay. Be patient. We're going to get there in plenty of time. I promise you that.
Mother, you look like you're going to Europe. We're going up the coast.
Would you give me a break? It's not every day one of my daughters gets married. All right, now I want to make sure I have the belt to this dress. I don't have the belt to this dress. I hold this for you. I'll be right back.
All right,
thanks.
hurry,
Jeffrey.
hurry.
Hurry.
Capwell residence. We were just walking out the door. Hey, okay, hang on.
Who is it?
Your mother. Seems she has something terribly urgent she needs you to do.
Hiya.
Hi.
Want to have breakfast with me?
I've already eaten. Thanks.
All by yourself?
Sure.
Doesn't sound like much fun.
I enjoy my own company. I've always been very independent, and I thought that's what you liked about me.
Have some coffee with me, then.
Look, I know that you need some space and some time, and I'm perfectly capable of giving that to you.
You're ignoring me.
Is that what it seems like?
Julia.
Look, Mason, it's beautiful out there, and I'd rather be outside.
Well, tell me where you're going. I'll join you later.
I don't know. I'm off on an adventure.
Darling. In?
Oh, Miss Capwell, you're up early?
Yes, I was hoping you could help me.
Oh, is there some trouble?
Well, I don't know. You see, something really strange happened to me yesterday.
Oh?
I was out taking a walk over by the cliffs, and I just happened to be carrying my wedding dress. And, well, to make a long story short, a wind came up out of nowhere, and I lost it. It was blown right out to sea.
Oh, my, I am so sorry. Yes, the winds are very strong out by the cliffs. Do you think you can replace it?
Well, I hope so.
Oh.
Anyway, something else happened that I was sort of unsure about. A maid was in my room today, and she said something to me.
Oh, what was that?
Well, when I told her what happened to my dress, she said, "Oh, no, not you too." She looked very frightened. Before I could say anything to her, she left.
Oh, well, I'll ring for someone to assist you.
No, Mr. Coe, I don't need another maid. What I was wondering, what was she talking about?
In this place.
She scared me to death.
Honey, you know what I look like first thing in the morning, so would you...
No, I thought you were a ghost. I thought you were Captain
Would you please? That thing is hogwash. It's something they tell tourists to give them a little thrill.
I don't know.
Would you
It's
look?
a pretty weird dream.
Look.
What?
See? Daylight. Sunshine. No ghosts.
Wait, what are you doing?
Honey, I thought I'd go get some breakfast, okay?
Hey, Keith!
What? Honey, the Capwells are down there. We don't want them to know we're here, at least not yet, so can I please...
Oh, right, and you're not going to be conspicuous running across the rooftops, shimmying down the hot water pipe.
I'll be careful.
Keith, no, just go down the back steps.
We'll get some coffee, 2 croissants. Gee, dear, what shall we get for our friends?
What friends?
Mr. Anderson and his ghostly wife.
Stop it! It's daylight. I'm not afraid.
I have to stay a while. There's been some problems with the paperwork on the oil spill.
What?
Jeffrey, that is old business. I mean, you don't work for your mother anymore.
Yeah,
Why don't you let her take care of it?
I know, and it's just, I have to give a deposition to the lawyer about my part in running the company. It's the insurance claims. You know, my mother won't be able to claim anything unless she can prove everything was above board.
Well, baby, can't we handle this when we get back?
No. I mean, the filing's this afternoon. Look, I'm sorry, but there's just no way around this.
Well, fine. Okay, how long do you think it will take? Not long, huh?
I don't know, 6.5 hours, maybe 5 if I hurry. Look, I know that you wanted to get going, but, I mean, the wedding is only tomorrow. Can't you delay it just a little bit?
Well, ordinarily, I would say yes, but...
But what?
Well, you know, I can't help thinking that you just don't want me to go on this trip, Jeffrey. And that all these papers are just a convenient excuse, that I think you're relieved that this came up.
Come on.
Well, this is what it seems like.
You know, I can't tell you how wrong you are about this.
Well, your mother's waiting, is she not?
Just tell me one thing. Are you going to be here when I get back?
I don't know.
Sorry to come at the wrong time.
Good morning. Well, I hope you're managing all right at the hotel. You left your electric toothbrush back at the house, you know.
I have another one.
Oh, excellent. Do you mind if I borrow the business section?
Yes, I do mind. I haven't even read it yet.
No, I suppose you haven't. Otherwise, you wouldn't be wolfing down your scrambled eggs and crisp bacon.
What are you talking about?
This. Imagine Sophia's company making such reckless decisions. I mean, selling those assets in this market that's so topsy-turvy. What can she be thinking?
I have no idea.
Well, do you think it might have anything to do with new management of the company? Say, that young man who doesn't even know what he's doing.
I have nothing to do with Armani Industries anymore.
СиСи, aren't you at least curious?
What Sophia chooses to do with her investments is her business.
Oh, come on, СиСi. Who are you trying to fool?
The maid seems so frightened. Do you have any idea why she would say something like that?
Well, I'm really not sure.
Mr. Coe, it occurred to me that the place that I was standing over by the rocks was where Captain Anderson's ship went down and Amelia lost her life.
Well, that's the legend, yes, but that was all so long ago.
I get the feeling that this maid was referring to something more recent. Was there an incident with a wedding or maybe another bride?
Well, as I recall, yes, there was a wedding party here 4 or 5 years ago, and there was some sort of mix-up, something about a dress that disappeared, but people tried to link that to the old story.
Maybe this is an unlucky place for brides.
Oh, no, don't you believe that for an instant. That's just a lot of superstition. This is an ideal place. And I think I know just the shop in the village that might be able to replace that dress. Now, let me see. I had it... Ah. Here we are. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Hello. I'm sorry, but I just woke up and you weren't there. I was worried about you.
I think I'm on the trail of a mystery.
A mystery. Darling, we're getting married. Let's stay on the trail of each other, shall we?
This is about the captain and Amelia.
The captain and Amelia were over a long time ago, Eden.
Maybe not. Maybe in some strange way it's still going on. I'll tell you, I certainly intend to find out.
For this wedding.
My daughter, we're waiting all her life for this wedding. I want to invite you. I really do. You know I can't.
I know. I'll go up there and СиСи will come down the aisle with Eden on his arm and he'll see my face and a big free-for-all will break out, right? Wouldn't that be lovely?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it would. And yet, can I be honest with you?
Yep.
I just get the feeling you're going to go up there in this beautiful surroundings and your family's going to be all around you and I'm just afraid you and СиСi are going to get back together.
And how would you feel about that?
How would I feel? I'd be crushed. That's why I feel like such a jerk, though. I don't want to stand in the way of your happiness.
excuse me.
Well, excuse me, what are you doing here?
I read the paper.
So?
So just what are you thinking about, Sophia, putting a man like him in charge of Amante Industries,
I beg your pardon.
Well, I don't know what you're thinking, but...
The only thing that man can manage is a nightclub. He's got no business buying and selling major assets. It's professional suicide.
You seem to be laboring under the mistaken impression that ТиДжей is in charge of my company.
Yes, I am.
There's no way. No way.
The sale, which I assume you read about, was handled by Mr. Kent.
My business manager.
No, СиСи, my business manager. I hired him out from under you.
That's wonderful. Well, why don't we just discuss this? And why don't we just discuss it alone,
That'll be just fine. I got a few errands to run anyway. You have a great time at the wedding, huh?
Am I supposed to be shocked?
I don't know, СиСи, are you?
Thanks. Okay, great. There is a store in the village that sells wedding dresses. They do have one dress exactly your size. You want to go look at it?
I don't want an ugly dress.
It's not necessarily an ugly dress. It might be a very beautiful dress. It might be better than the dress you lost.
Are you kidding me? The dress I lost was made by hand. A convent full of Belgian nuns went blind crocheting the lace for that dress.
Oh, great. That's spoken like a true child of privilege. Why do you throw it a little higher? I could duck. Why don't we go to San Francisco, then? You can look around there.
Cruz, I don't want anything off the rack. I want it to be special. I want it to be unique.
Darling, it's our wedding. I've been waiting for this my whole life. I'll marry you wrapped up in the bedspread if we have to.
I want to knock your socks off. I want it to be spectacular.
Then wear your birthday suit.
Very funny.
Yeah, you wear yours, I'll wear mine. We'll Adam and Eve.
This isn't the 60s. We're not getting married in the woods. This is the 80s. I want a dress.
Oh, I understand that. I understand that perfectly well. I just don't know what to tell you.
Wait a second. I got it.
Great, hold on to it.
Cruz, I'm having a brainstorm.
Oh, no.
What about all the clothes we saw in the wine cellar? All the clothes that Captain Anderson and Amelia were going to wear on their wedding? They're beautiful, and there's enough of them for the whole wedding party.
Carol, I don't know about that. Those clothes are a little bit funky.
Cruz, please. Please say yes.
What'll you give me if I do?
Well.
Uh-huh. In the Missouri.
Hey, Eden.
Oh, you're a beautiful, fierce animal. Well, you go like the wind and you don't take any rubbish from anybody, do you? You're your own mistress. Yeah? Am I right?
You're absolutely right. Her name is Gypsy, and she's everything you said about her.
Gypsy, huh?
Very spirited. Not everyone can ride her.
Do you think she'd let me ride her?
Maybe.
I'm Julia Wainwright. I'm a guest here.
Helmut Schilling. You have a good handshake, strong like a man's, but sensitive.
I can see that you're an expert at horses.
I work with them. I trained every one of these. You know, I'll tell you something about a horse. As soon as you get on the back of one, you pick up the reins, they've got you all figured out.
Really?
Yeah, I'll tell you something else. Like and like attract. You went straight up to Gypsy. That tells me something.
What does that tell you?
Well, it tells me that you and she are alike. You think I'm joking?
No. I think you're a big flirt, Helmut.
I am? Well, I guess when I meet a beautiful woman, my first impulse is to flirt a little. Is that such a bad thing, or would you rather have me look at my shoes and pretend otherwise? Good. I'll tell you what. I'll put a saddle on her, and we'll see if she likes you. What do you say, Julia? You come for a ride?
Sure. Yeah, why not?
To Julia, may you be having just as lousy a time as I am. damn it. I miss you.
Neverly. Well, let's see. Ooh, one for Keithy, one for Gina, and one for the both of us.
I wouldn't recommend the Burgundy. The Bordeaux is much better.
Who are you?
My name's Amelia. I live here.
Excuse me, did you say something, sir? No. Just get the bags, please. Right away, sir.
Daddy!
Well, how's my beautiful girl?
Good.
Oh, wow. I've never seen you looking better, ever.
Oh, it's this place. It's magic. So what do you think? Is it as wonderful as you remembered?
It is something else, all right.
Oh, I can't wait for Mother to see it again. Wait, did you drive up with her and Kelly?
No, baby, I flew.
Oh. You know, I gotta admit,
What?
being here, I think there's a lot of us that were sort of hoping that once you were here...
Sweetheart, I know what you're going to say, but please, don't put that kind of pressure on us, huh? Besides, this is your day, not ours.
Can it be everyone's?
I guess it could, but I guess when you're in love, you want everybody else to be in love. Unfortunately, sweetheart, it just doesn't work out that way.
Well, I can hope, can't I? It could be my own special wish to see the two of you together again.
You're not the only one with hopes, honey.
What a long drive. Boy, I bet Daddy's already up there now.
I imagine he is.
I was kind of hoping he'd offer us to ride up in the plane with him.
That would have been nice.
Mother, wasn't he by the house earlier this morning?
Yes.
I thought I heard some yelling going on. What happened?
It's just a misunderstanding, Kelly.
You don't want to talk to me, is that it?
I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you about the movies. I want to talk to you about politics.
How about Daddy?
I don't want to talk to you about your father.
Mother, you two are going to be up there all weekend together, you know. And I know you have some very special memories.
Kelly.
What, Mother, what? What would it take for you two to be back together?
You're relentless.
Come on, I'm serious. What would it take?
Kelly, I don't think it could ever happen.
All right. Hypothetically, what?
Honey, you have to understand something, that I'm very hurt. When your father went back to Pamela, when they started that relationship again, it hurts. It hurt me a lot. It was something I always feared, and it was like a nightmare come true. It felt like a knife going through my heart. Kelly, I mean, it's even more than an emotional pain. It's more like a physical pain. There's sometimes that I don't think I can stand it.
Well, what could make it better, Mother?
I don't know. We just hurt each other too much, Kelly. happen that'll get us back together again. And sometimes it scares me that I feel like I want to hurt him back. I thought I was above that kind of thing, but I guess I'm not.
Mama, what would it take for you to forgive him?
Nothing short of a miracle. All right, maybe if I was sure that he would never do anything like this again. I just don't want to talk about it anymore.
Well, I love you.
I love you too. What about you and Jeffrey? It seems like you two had a little misunderstanding.
Well, I wouldn't call it a misunderstanding. I think I know exactly what it is. Mother, when Pamela calls, he comes running.
Yeah, he'll follow you up here. I know you're disappointed, but you seem to be giving it a little more weight than it deserves. What's up?
Nothing.
Kelly, what's up?
Nothing. Mother, what?
Kelly, tell your mother.
I'm pregnant, Mom.
You're pregnant?
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
I know.
You're pregnant?
Mama, keep your eyes on the road. It's okay, okay, I'm all right.
I am so happy. I am so happy for you. I'm so happy for me. And how do you feel?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I feel good most of the time, except for times like this. I feel confused and get crazy, and I don't know where my head's at.
Well, that sounds natural, normal, and right.
Does it?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know. Mother, I feel like I am being invaded by this foreign power, and I am having dreams that I'm giving birth to these litters of kittens. I'm serious. And I feel like I have every right to treat Jeffrey the way I'm treating him, and I'm irrational, and I'm hyper-emotional, and all these things. I don't know what I'm doing with myself. Do you have any idea what I'm talking about?
Of course I do.
Good, because, Mother, I thought I was supposed to be serene. I did.
One time when I was pregnant with you, I woke your father up in the middle of the night, and I said, we've got to go to Los Angeles because I need this really specific kind of raspberry sherbet. And when we went to Los Angeles and we found it, then I didn't want it anymore.
What an adventure that was.
Listen, I want to give you a little advice. Make up with Jeffrey. You know, don't fight with him anymore. Because this baby you're going to have is, boy, that's worth more than all the differences you're having right now.
Well, I'll take your advice if you take mine.
It doesn't work that way, Kelly.
Oh, Mother. Don't you just love it when your children grow up and they start telling you what to do?
You knew very well that I was supposed to leave with Kelly today, and yet at the very last moment you come up with some emergency.
Well, darling, is this an emergency?
No, I don't think so. The questions that guy asked me, I have answered 1,000 times.
Well, you know lawyers.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden he excuses himself and goes on the longest errand imaginable. Well, I don't buy it. I think you told him to take his time.
Nonsense. And I intend to get him a piece of my mind when he gets back, too.
No. You've designed this whole thing to waste my day so that I wouldn't be able to leave with Kelly. That's what.
Jeffrey, I think you're being just a little bit unreasonable.
Listen, tell me something. Do you really want to cause more trouble between us? Or is it just the fact that everyone else is going to the Capitol wedding and you can't stand to be left out? Is that it?
I really don't know what you're talking about.
No, wait. Before you go on, before you say anything else, I want you to know, if I find out that you're lying to me, and that should be very easy to ascertain, then there are going to be some serious consequences. Now, am I or am I not needed for this case? Thank you. Thank you for not lying to me.
Where are you going?
I have a wedding to attend.
Hello, Dad. Please don't say you'll join me.
Do you always have to pick a public place to make a spectacle of yourself?
Would you rather I make a spectacle of myself in private? I thought part of the point of making a spectacle was to have people around to enjoy it.
Where is your better half? I was talking about Julia.
Well, I wish I knew. I've been looking all over for her. She seems to have gone off on her own merry little way.
Really?
Mm.
Mm-hmm. What have you done this time?
Well, what makes you think I've done anything?
Oh, please, Mason, please.
She's very independent.
Well, she damn well better be, because I understand you packed your bags and moved out.
Look who's talking.
What are you going to do, my boy? Flitter away this relationship just like all the others? I thought you cared about this woman.
I do.
You do. You always do what you just cannot make a commitment, is that right?
Isn't that a case of the pot calling the kettle feckless?
I happen to think she's good for you.
I have a headache.
You may regret it, Mason. Julie's an attractive woman. She's not going to wait around for you forever.
There's something else I want to ask you. Now, where are you going to sleep tonight?
Right here.
With Eden?
Mama, now don't start giving me a hard time about this at this late date.
No. I understand that you and Eden have been married in your hearts for a very long time, but the night before the wedding, it's just not good. No, it's just not good. I don't want you to have bad luck.
Well, no, wait. Eden and I have all the luck we're ever going to need, believe me.
Cruz, mijo, just this one last time, listen to me. You have to sleep in separate rooms, and you can't see her again until the wedding. Now, there's just no way around that.
Mama,
Come with me, and I'll help you to make the appropriate arrangements. Now, Eden knows that I'm doing the right thing, don't you, dear?
Well,
I don't think Eden has
Don't be a baby. It's just for one night, Cruz. And remember, until tomorrow, not one word between the two of you. Ándale, pues, come on. Let's go.
That's what I call coming about now, eh?
Hello. I was just...
Burning the bushes. Allow me to assist you.
Thank you.
If you don't mind my saying so, you're hardly the gardener type.
So are you a guest here at the hotel?
You could say that.
You'll be staying here a while?
You could say that, too.
Well, what else could I say?
You could say, thank you for your assistance.
Thank you for your assistance.
My pleasure. Perhaps we'll see each other again during your stay.
I'll look forward to it. Excuse me. I didn't get your name.
My name is Anderson. Captain Edward Anderson.
Can't be. Just can't. Keith?
This is a very fine old inn. How long have you lived here?
Oh, for quite some time now.
You don't seem to get out very much. You sort of look pale, darling.
My mother says you can always tell a lady by her fair skin. I take my bonnet.
Bonnet? That's quaint. This is sort of like a theme park in like Williamsburg, Virginia, where costumes, I think.
I beg your pardon?
Well, you work at the hotel, right?
Not exactly.
Well, honey, you know, it's a nice frock you have on there, but it's a little behind the times, don't you think?
You don't like my dress?
Well, for Halloween, maybe, but...
Let me see if I can find the Bordeaux. Sir, what are you doing?
There was a bug crawling down your back. I was trying to keep it from biting your fair skin. I just try to be chivalrous. Thank you.
Read the label.
My goodness, this is 100 years old. Lady?
Well, thanks for the ride. It was fun.
My pleasure.
Oh, it's late. I really should get going.
Why? Is someone waiting for you?
No. Maybe. Yes, as a matter of fact, I'm with the Kepwell wedding party.
Oh, the big extravaganza in the garden tomorrow.
That's the one.
Hey, maybe you'll catch the bouquet.
Yeah, maybe. I'll go get my catcher's mitt.
Have dinner with me tonight, huh?
I can't. I have obligations.
Why can't you just let him go for one evening?
I don't think so.
Oh, Julia.
Take your hands off her.
Oh, God.
I think the man is drunk. Don't worry, I'll take care of him.
I said, let her go.
Mason, put that down.
Mama says it's the worst of luck if we break this prohibition. But I don't believe it. Can't be true. It's just an old superstition. She says I have to wait till the wedding to look upon my prize. But darling, I see you all the time, whenever I close my eyes. If you agree this separation is as silly as can be, then follow my notes. Eden, please. I'm swimming back to you.
Stay put.
I thought I told you to stay out of that window.
Did you see Capwell's downstairs?
I know. I almost ran into
You're
him. The
never
weirdest
gonna
thing
believe
just happened
what
to
is
me.
happening.
I think I saw one of the ghosts.
I was dead. What?
Look, I know you don't believe this stuff, but I swear to God, I was walking through the garden. I was walking down a little path, and I saw СиСи. So I hid in the bushes so he wouldn't see me. And this man comes up, and he's dressed really weird. I mean, even for California. And he talks weird, too. He calls me a fair lass, and he's very polite. And he introduces himself as Captain Anderson.
I do not believe this. I don't.
Keith, I'm telling you the truth. I was there, so don't look at me.
I was just downstairs, and in the cellar, and I meet this girl, and she says that.
What girl?
She was sort of like a.
What did she
sort
say?
Of spooky, sort of pixelated, and she was wearing this long dress like it was from a rummage sale, and her name was Amelia.
Wait a minute, that's her. That's the captain's
I don't know
girlfriend.
about that, but she was down there, and she said, she just said...
What did she say?
She said, choose the Bordeaux, and then she vanished.
Don't be a drip. What we need next is something with a little zip. It comes in a bottle, makes lots of bubbles, and since none of this rhymes, it's obvious I'm in trouble. Hurry, baby, before I reduce myself to rubble.
The wine cellar. Mason, cut it out.
You know that man?
Unfortunately.
You think he's likely to use that thing?
I don't know. I wouldn't put it past him.
Well, in that case, I better say goodnight.
Put that down. That is the most adolescent, infantile, asinine thing I have ever seen you do.
I bet you loved it when Errol Flynn did it.
I very much doubt that he did.
I've come here to beg your forgiveness.
Who, you or Errol?
I've come to say that I'm sorry I moved out. And that I am sorry I gave you the silent treatment. Although I think that was your fault. Never mind. Never mind. I kneel before you penitent. I want you to take me back.
What is this, some sort of game? You're smashed and you want to play cowboys and Indians in the barn? What's my role?
You're the damsel. You're my damsel.
Do you really expect me to take this seriously?
Of course, I'm very seriously. This is as seriously as I get.
Well, it's not good enough.
Julia!
If you want to talk to me, sober up.
Sober up.
Congratulations, you've come this far. You're under the proper roof. Now I know you really care, as if I needed proof. Like the ladies in the legends, your quest is almost done. So take this bottle of Bordeaux and follow the setting sun. I wait for you with open arms. I hope you won't delay. I'd like to extend an invitation for a loving roll in the hay.
Miss.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, could you spare a cup of that? I'm in really desperate need.
Of course.
It's not decaf, is it?
No, sir, it's real.
Thank you. You're a good soul. It takes a rotten one to know one.
Oh. Careful, sir, that's very hot.
Good. You've done a great service today. My deepest and most sincere thanks. Thank you. Well?
Well, what?
Isn't it obvious? I'm sober.
Really? You look disheveled and you're sweating profusely.
Can't have everything.
A little courtesy might be nice.
Julia, I'm about to make a well-thought-out request, a monumental request, and one that has been on the tips of my lips for some time now. I'm about to release it. I'm in the process of liberating it.
Are you sure you're sober?
Let me start over.
Good idea.
Julia, you have accused me of not being able to make a commitment, and you've given me reasons for that. Good reasons that I wouldn't have even admitted to myself. You said that I was afraid of making a commitment, and I'm afraid that you were right. Probably more right than you've ever been in your entire life. Not that you've ever been wrong about anything.
Yeah. Make your point.
Well, what I'm trying to say is that I've thought of something much more frightening than a commitment. Much more scary. And probably the most awful, frightening thing that could happen to
Oh, Sherlock,
You do know how to lead a woman on a merry chase.
What's this? Oh, 1985. That's truly a vintage year.
Well, I would have picked a different bottle.
Excuse me? What's with the magazines?
Oh, well, I just figured we've been together so long, in case we got bored or something. I got a Sports Oddities for you, make you feel at home, and West Coast Living for me, a couple crossword puzzles, you know.
That's fine. That's just great. Boring? I'll show you boring. Strap them on here.
Tomorrow morning on Today, we'll check out the Justice Department problems of Ed Meese. Also a talk with Sophia Loren of the upcoming NBC miniseries The Fortune Pilgrim, and Demi Moore.